intro. Yeah, Donnie and Paolo run the track. Hey, if you thought Will Smith's thing in the Oscars was mental, listen, I don't want to repeat what he said. But anyway, brother, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, blood clot.
So I'll read the outline of it.
You have to read nothing, bro. No. Just, it's brazen. It's mental. Yeah? Listen, run the track, bro. Run the track.
So
just don't read. Just brief it. Just don't even.
Defamation case.
Yeah.
Depp's taken Amber Heard to court for numerous amount of reasons, but I think it was because of an article she wrote in the Washington Post where she stood up for women's rights against abuse.
Yeah. It was,
and then related it to her own experiences as a child and an adult, which then led people to kind of think, well, who's that about, basically? And who was she married to? Johnny Depp. But she never actually technically mentioned his name in the article. But on a thing of Johnny Depp was like, I want to clear my name, so he's suing her. So the whole court thing's
suing
mental.
her for 50 million.
Yeah. So like it probably started in like the fuckery started in like 2016. I think they got their divorce.
Yeah, 2016 they got their divorce. Yeah. Wait.
And then there was a restraining order somewhere.
Order as well. She put against him. Like reading this thing now. Yeah, it's deep in it. I feel like obviously they're just breaking it down for us. Yeah, but there's a lot more what happened in it. But again, she did the Washington thing article because of the abuse or whatever. Yeah, everyone's thinking raw.
First glimpses, you're looking at that. I'll be real.
You're thinking raw. Like if she's getting abused as a kid and now, who's she? Johnny Depp. So you're thinking raw. Johnny Depp. What? He's punching her up. That's my brethren. Not brethren, but that's like she's a big star. Like what are you doing, bro? But then again, though, I feel like there was other guys in a relationship and no one had said nothing about them. The guy just bought Twitter and James Franco.
What did Elon Musk do? That's the guy who bought Twitter.
Well, his face is bruised up and battered, bruv. But nothing was said about that. No one said nothing about that. But it's mad, though, because even her own mum says her daughter's tapped. Her own mum said that. Amber's mum. So it's like, raw, like... And
psychiatrist as well.
Yeah. So they're all them are on Johnny Depp's side. But it's a thing where if you're not watching the court stuff, yeah, when you're an actress or actor, you can play good roles in it. So when she's in the court thing, if you're not seeing this, yeah, she's in the court thing, her face is all like crying and upset. The moment she's off camera, she's grinning bare teeth with the lawyer, grinning bare whatever she's talking to, and it's like, raw, like, and then when she comes back on the camera, she's sad again. Brother, I know you're an actress, but don't take the piss. You're mocking the thing now. You're mocking it. But again, another thing as well, like, there was one bit, they played the video, not the video, the audio about, what she say? She said, you'll never win, Johnny. You'll never win. Yeah? Men don't win nothing, yeah? Even if you say you hit me or not.
Suck yourself.
Like, you'll never win. That is deep, bro. That's deep, bro.
Do you know what, though? There's a sad truth in that for men.
Fucking hell, fam.
In that sense. Like, the thing is,
deep,
domestic abuse and violence is a very real thing. And I think when we talk about this, it's very important to highlight how important it is, obviously, if you're going through that sort of thing, to get help.
100%.
But then, you know, in some cases, it's very difficult because people can't see a man as getting abused. But then, it's a weird one, yeah, because the way...
This, you know?
No, don't worry about me, bro.
Alright.
People, to get people like, say, men can't really... It's harder to prosecute women who abuse men because of the whole thing of men being more physically dominant than women.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the reason why. I'm not saying I agree with either stat, but that has to be the reason why women don't get prosecuted in scenarios where they're abused. Because abuse is mental, verbal, physical. So it's not just physical abuse. Like you can verbally, physically abuse someone, verbally, mentally abuse them. 100%. You know, in the sense of, you know, bruv, you look at the thing where in some instances, say, for example, a father who can't see his kids, and if he stopped from seeing his kids, where in a scenario where he hasn't done anything wrong, and the other person's being difficult, that's a form of abuse. let's not get it twisted. Mentally, bruv, like me, you can't see your kids.
Yeah,
Your head's gone.
It is. But you'll try to do everything in your power to see them, but it's never the case. There's always some sort of blockage.
Mm.
You know
So
what I mean?
so going back to Johnny and Amber Heard. It's funny though because like
mental,
you see a thing into his life. Like now he's not hid anything. He's very much well aware that he does coke and he drinks this and drinks that, and that's fine.
But he's never denied it.
He's never denied
it. He's never denied it.
But realistically, yeah, reading all of it, do you think man has much chance of winning?
There's evidence. There's a lot of evidence now. The audio says it all, bro. She's saying you'll never win, bro. Men never win. You will lose. You think they'll believe you? You hitting me? I mean, whatever the case is, like you will never win. That's how she said. So it's like that alone is brazen to say that. You know what I mean? So what the fuck? That's brazen to say that. So it's like, yeah, you'll never win. Men don't win nothing. That's mental, bruv. It's sad, bro. Men go through shit. I'm not saying women don't go through shit. Don't get it twisted. It works both ways, innit? But when we go through shit, we go through shit. And it's like, no one will think, oh, you know what? He's going through some madness. Let me message him or see if he's all right. Men don't like to express how
But if you
how's things though? Huh? It's not already.
Oh,
Just jump in, bro.
yeah.
You get me?
now we've been talking about the Johnny Depp thing, innit?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
So Amber Heard, do you know Johnny Depp?
Yeah,
actor, yeah. So like he's taking her to court, innit? For he's suing her. There's a mad thing. Like she was abusing him, everything, and she turned and said, we got to the point where basically we were saying that she turned around to him and said, men don't win these battles in court.
It's true. Yo, it's true, you know.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, they always say, like you gotta think about just in life in general.
Yeah.
And whenever the situation between a man and a woman, they're always gonna go for the woman first. Don't matter what the situation is. Automatically, the woman's the issue. I mean, the woman is the one that's the victim.
Yeah.
You have to really get all the proof and the evidence. Then it's like, okay. Think about all the sportsmen. How much sports people do you know where you thought to yourself, rah, this guy's a dog. Why you do that for? Then all the evidence comes out. Oh no, he was innocent. I feel bad. So yeah, she will be. They will see her as an innocent party until proof proves otherwise.
Yeah, but then there's audio convo as well saying that bit where it said, yeah, you'll never win. Like she said that on an audio thing. You hear that, and then apparently she punched him up as well. So it's like, right, he gets punched up. So
but the moment he puts his hands on her,
but he didn't.
They're saying he's done more damage.
Yeah, but she punched him up, whatever.
Yeah,
and she's put him down. And he said, and she goes, oh, what is no? They were arguing, and she goes, oh, what are you gonna do, Johnny? You gonna walk away like a little bitch? Bro, he put her down. He put her on her shoulders, put her on the bed, and he walked off. And she came up from him again, and it's like raw. Like you hear the thing, bro. You hear the audio thing, but that's audio, bro. Like that could be anything, bro.
Yeah.
No one don't know nothing.
It could
Until
be.
you see cameras saying,
it could be staged.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's one bit again.
We're not saying it is, but
I know.
it's true.
But
It's true.
there's one
Audio
bit again.
because hear the joke over the audio. Like say for example, so you've heard that bit.
Yeah.
You may not have heard what he did before that.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Say for example, us three are sitting here talking right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Now, I could have been calling you all type of names.
Yeah.
All type of names, saying you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Then as soon as the audio starts, you're now giving your piece. So now it looks like, rah, you're moving mad. Why are you moving like this?
Yeah,
but they don't really realize before the audio started, I was calling you everything.
Yeah.
So, like, when it comes to me, I'm always like on the fence until all proof is shown.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stand here and say that she's definitely in the right. I'm not going to stand there and say she's in the wrong, but you got to get all the evidence, everything.
No, 100%.
Like, what was his involvement that made her act how she acted?
But then it's previous relationships, so apparently.
Oh, is it?
So it's not like she did an article in it, and it was wash it and thing, whatever, yeah. And she said that, mental abuse when I was young as a kid and as an adult now.
Ah, yeah.
But
So,
then again, it's something where like, that automatically gonna think, Johnny Depp, what the fuck we been doing, bruv? Are you dumb?
Yeah.
And then obviously they've gone to court. Whatever. I feel like every label dropped him. Pirates Caribbean.
The only brand that hasn't dropped him is Sauvage, the perfume.
Yeah.
He's still Disney dropped him.
All
The Harry Potter franchise because he's doing the Fantastic Beasts
they're
film.
they're saving their name, innit? They're saving.
But the thing is, he come out and said, guilty with me and men. It's guilty until proven innocent.
100%.
And
women are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
And I've got a line. I always say innocent until proven innocent. That's my line, innit? Obviously, it's not a world thing, but I've always said it to myself. But it's true. It's true. She's innocent until proven guilty. He's guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah. It's sad though because you even watch it and do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't think she spoke once in the trial because she's claiming she got PTSD. Now, if that's true or not, I don't know. But that's why she's not doing a lot of the talking in it. So her lawyer is.
Yeah.
But Johnny Depp's been talking.
The lawyer's fucking up though.
Johnny Depp, they're pulling out the articles. You know, like news articles. Yeah. So like the guy's reading it. Do you know how sarcastic Johnny Depp is? Do you know how funny he is, bro?
But
man come out. They go. So I just want to bring this article back from the Hollywood Post, and it says here, booze-fueled weekend of cocaine and alcohol shows the downfall of why Johnny Depp's career is spiraling out of control. Did I read that right? Johnny Depp's like, well done, yeah. But man's not denied nothing, you know, like with the drink. It's not the gas. Like they've said that they were kind of expecting him to like get stressed, but man's sitting there.
Everything he said he's done. He's done.
There's one though where they tried to get him done because in the court case, I think he'd done a drug in a state where he was accused of doing a drug in a state where you're not allowed to do that drug. So like he got given a gift box with his initials on it, like a box you can put stuff in. And the lawyer's trying to press him in the court, so he's going like, so look at this picture here of your box with your name on it. Isn't it true that you put cocaine into this box? Man just goes like, well, I don't see any in there. And they said something like, rephrase the question, innit? So then he's asked the question again, and he's like, it's a big box. It looks like it could fit cocaine in it, but I haven't put any in it. And bruv, he's just onto them. Like the lawyers are just trying to press him for everything. Like they're saying to him, like, they're saying to him, like, oh, you're waking up in the morning and drinking alcohol.
Are you there to see that?
Bruv, this is what I'm saying. So like, man's going like, are you there?
All the assumptions.
Yeah, like, you can't.
But then they're trying to pin like him because he's a big drinker. Man's violent.
Which you know what I find funny? I could be wrong because obviously I ain't seen that bit. But if she was to speak now, and they were going to talk to her, would they talk to her the same way they're talking to him? Would they try and stick it on him, or would they try to come from a place of sympathy? Oh, how did you feel? Because like, even myself, like I used to work in that town, and I would see it sometimes when they're talking to men, they're trying to stick it onto you. It's like attack. When it comes to the women, it's more from a defensive side. So it's like, will she get the same treatment? Because obviously the world's supposed to be equal and fair now. So when it's her time, I expect them to put the same thing on her, stick it on her, see how she responds. Yeah. PTSD is PTSD. You can still talk and having PTSD. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been in situations where it's messed us up mentally. But I'm pretty sure if we need to, we can speak. Sometimes by saying nothing, you can protect yourself. It's a bit wild. It's a bit wild, but she has to speak. She has to. Because they have to try and find her out.
But I don't think she's going to speak though. I don't think she's going to speak.
I haven't seen her speak yet.
I haven't seen her speak.
I might be wrong.
Well,
but
if
you're in the right and you know you're right, why can't you speak?
It's true. It's true.
I hear that, but
you only don't speak when you got something to hide.
She's a good actress, bro. She's a good actress.
I hear you.
The reason I say that, because when she's on
he's a good actor.
True. But he's speaking facts. He's just talking straight in it. Because there's bits where that in the camera, she's so sad in her face. Oh, I'm upset. And the moment the camera's off her, she's grinning bare teeth with the lawyers, chatting, whatever. She's back on it again. Sad face. I'm thinking, raw, like.
That's why you gotta make her speak, because
I don't think she's gonna speak.
You can lie for so long. Because if you think about it, if you keep lying, at some point you gotta remember your lies. How well you can remember your lie?
Yeah, because they'll wait like 2 weeks and then they'll pressure for questions. So you said this.
Exactly. If you tell the truth, you won't forget it because it's the truth. If I lie to you right now and say I'm 6'7", at some point you're gonna catch me slipping. That's what I'm saying. Because a lie is a lie. It can only last for so long. And if you keep lying, you gotta remember every lie and how every lie linked to every other lie. At some point you're gonna forget.
Yeah, she's fucked still.
Yeah. But if it's the truth and nothing but the truth, you never forget that because it's the truth. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like they have to speak to her. They have to speak to her. But if they don't speak to her, it falls into that because she's a woman. She's very emotional. But what? Can't he be emotional?
He's not allowed
So
to.
say he doesn't want to speak. I bet you £5 he'd be like, see, you're guilty because you don't want to speak, or something along them lines, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
it's
mental.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's a good outlet to think of.
It's true though. It's true.
It's unfortunate.
But we didn't even introduce our guests. He's just come through halfway, but we let the guests introduce themselves. So if you just want to let them know your name.
Yeah. So
my
my name's Byron. I'm Donovan's brother. I'm an athlete. What else? I coach. I do one-to-one coaching with young kids to prove their athleticism for their sport, football, athletics, etc., etc. Socials, TUCO, TUCO 200M, TUCO 200M.
Yeah.
That's where you mainly find me. I got Twitter, but I don't really use it that much.
Twitter's wild, bro.
But,
I
yeah.
love Twitter, but it's wild. I don't use it too
Twitter
much.
is wild. Yeah, I like to pre it more than use it. I like to pre it
Elon
more
Musk
than
to
use it.
support it as well, you know.
Yeah,
And he's gonna do a mad thing on there.
brother.
But he's just saying basically free speech, which is dangerous. But he's saying free speech for everyone on there,
It's emotional damage.
which means, yeah, you're gonna get everyone say what they want. But you see the arguments that are gonna happen on Twitter now, because you know what it is. Accounts are gonna get unlocked. EDL, all these plays, brother. It's free speech.
Get techie.
It's gonna get techie.
Twitter's techie already.
Twitter's the devil, bro.
Listen.
Twitter's
I think it's the last platform with the least restrictions on it.
I agree.
I think.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want.
Bro, you can literally say anything.
But don't you think Twitter like you can say anything? You see when you get to a certain stage where like you see all these artists, they done Twitter when they're like 10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
and said, "Oh, you're gay." Or
Kevin Hart. Yeah. Example.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. He said the madness, whatever,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
They blew up back in his
10
face.
years later, they went.
Yeah.
Boom. Like Twitter's the devil,
But
bro.
do you know why I rate Kevin Hart? Because Kevin Hart said, "Yeah, I said it 10 years ago. I was a nobody. Yeah, I said it." That's what I'm saying.
What do you do?
Yeah, because it's funny because the world is so sensitive now that you really can't speak your mind.
No.
But how much changes have been made because people spoke their mind? Like, think about it. Let's take LGBT, for example. The reason why they're able to be where they are because they spoke their mind.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they said nothing. But they said, you know what? If we don't say anything, no changes will be made. So now they speak up and they stand strong. And now there's changes made. But if they just kept quiet because they were sensitive, they wouldn't be where they are today, innit? So,
Yeah, it's the same. Bro,
but at the same time, it can be very sensitive. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's mad. It's mad though, because it's like there's a thin line between freedom of speech and hate speech. There is a very thin line, because
Should be careful
to
what
a
you say,
group
bro.
of people,
Very
what you
true.
may see as hate speech, they think is normal.
Yeah.
And that's the
true.
thing, is
It's
just
true.
getting the two separate sometimes. Where you may think something's wrong, to the person saying it, bruv, them
They
man have
think it's
been
normal,
brought
innit?
up to say that they just think it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, take
is
for
true.
example, do you remember with the whole thing, after the whole thing that happened with George Floyd, innit?
Yeah.
And then do you see, like, in different parts of England where all the protesting was going on, there was one in Kent, bruv, just bare EDL, just on the roundabout of this place. I don't know why they were holding up posts. I think that town had a statue in it that people were trying to lick down. They're standing around it, protecting it, whatever.
Was it in Bristol?
No, it was Kent. That one in Bristol got pulled down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, there was one in Kent, like Ebbsfleet Way, like round them sides.
That's foreign
There's a
to me,
statue
bro.
in a little village. It's far.
That's foreign to
Off
me,
end.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
That's
statue.
cow, sheep, and horse
Statue
standing.
in like some statue, and they were all protecting it, and it was in the news, cameras, everything. Because at that time, Ashley Inks was drawing people out on Instagram. Do you remember?
Oh,
So he was
mate.
just pulling up any racist person on a live, and like being like, "Why did you say that? Why did you say this?" And bruv, people are on there like crying and
Yeah, because
it's mental.
yeah, 'cause
Or like
they
he'll
know what
find their profiles and like similar to how, like, you see, you know Farron Paul, so he does all the knife, he runs a knife amnesty in London. Similar to how he pulls up now young people for doing
fighting
stupidness, and
yeah,
he'll just post it up and be like, parents, get their parents to
Expose them,
contact
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So like Ashley Inks was doing the same thing
Yeah,
with
to the
racist
racist,
people,
I saw
innit?
that, yeah.
So, like,
that was sick stuff.
And anyway, this one in Kent was mental, so they're standing there, and obviously the usual shit's coming out. But the way that, like, the cameras are on them, and so they're just screaming abuse at the people, and the people that were screaming at abuse were people of colour, innit?
Yeah.
So they were screaming. Anyway, it all got put on camera. The people's faces got planted. Within like 2 hours, bruv, people on Instagram found their name, Instagram account, area they're from. I was thinking, Ross. Yeah.
Social
Power of
is like
social
that.
is
People
mental,
find you
bro.
easily on social.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Bruv, like, you've got to put a comment on a video that's viral or someone doing a madness, and all you've got to put is find it or what's his name?
Yeah.
Someone's come back
Come
within
back.
an
When you
hour
can be
with the
ballied up,
account.
someone will know
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I went to my school. Boom. Socials come up. It's crazy.
trust.
It's crazy.
It's true, bro.
It's crazy. It's so true.
Trust
You
me,
have to
man.
be careful. It's true. You have to be careful on socials, especially if you want your name to be solidified, because they will catch you. They will catch you. It's true. They will catch you.
Trust me, man. But yeah, like this episode of the podcast, we got another one coming out as well. So yeah, make sure you follow the socials. Waffletop PC for Instagram, Waffletop Podcast for Spotify and Anchor. And thanks for watching. We're gonna.